What's going on? What's going on? We live. Back for Greg Said It live. Sunday recap. Ooh, I got a chance to squeeze in some food before live today. Usually I have to wait. Like, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I usually eat after the live, but today I hope that itis don't kick in. But we are back. Spring is over, guys. It's like we started this year off after a raggedy ending to last season. And it's like we jumped right back into this thing first of the year. We watched transfers come in. We had some people leave. And we were just excited. Couldn't wait to spring. Remember, it was countdown. Spring started April. Look how fast that April went by the way. Here we are. Spring has come and gone. And so has a lot of players. A lot of players that we didn't expect to leave. The Dylan Edwards, who was planning on doing some great things this year. McCaskill, who we thought was going to do great. McLean, he can grow up. He gonna be ready. He gonna be needed. We hope and pray for McLean, Kamani McLean to step up. That give us that dream we thought the 5-star cornerbacks. Yes, yo, Greg, I'm calling. We went in the Big 12. We got is it Nikhil Green Hill and JB. Hey, shout out to JB. JB is the represent the spirit of what we want to see. JB is coming. He ain't taking no doggone prisoners. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk, John. JB ain't out there playing patty cake. JB ain't playing patty cake and peekaboo out there. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all better watch JB. And JB's not the small linebacker either. Everybody talking about big linebackers. JB is not a small linebacker. He was big enough to play the edge. Sure enough, he been big enough to play that middle. Dylan posting his trip. We will see you. Game 4, Dylan? We'll see you. We'll see you, Dylan. Was that game 4 game 5? One of them games. Got to check the schedule out. I might need to go see Dylan. I might need to make that K-State game. I need to make some. Because look, JB is developing. Everybody went back to sleeping on Wester. Talking about, everybody got excited over Bentley again. I'm glad Bentley doing good. Everybody saying Trevor Wood is that guy. Good. We know he was going to commit to K-State. We already heard. We all heard some rumors that he got the bag. We also heard rumors he got the bag. Literally, somebody carrying the bag. You catch my meaning. You got some little baby Dylan or something coming up there. Word is. We gonna hear about it maybe. So I'm glad that linebacker room is coming along. That's very different from last year because we was very scarce out there. So if we can get Hill to come in, I said we need to get at least one of those guys. I don't know about my other guy from Tennessee. It'd be nice, but hey, if Bentley can continue to develop and hopefully Reed instead of dug his head in the hole, but I know he can blitz good from what we're seeing, so we know he can have some packages with that. And we just use these guys the right way. I know Wester gonna ball, so at least we got Wester and Hill. Hill got to come in and be as advertised, and then we got Trevor Woods. He looking decent on his coverage, as linebacker and coverage. So we just got to be smart about how we use these guys. And if we smart about how we use these guys, that's gonna be up to Hart. Hart gonna get to prove itself. Keep them guys fresh, keep them healthy, and keep them guys rotating. We ain't got to keep the same 2 guys in all the time. We ain't got to keep them in at all the downs. Some of them can specialize in third down. Some of them can specialize in the run, depending on personnel, depending on who we playing. It's a lot of things you got to take into consideration. But one thing you don't want to have is not no depth in linebacker. And then we back talking that nonsense again. So I know Lil Goldberg is coming too. I don't know whether he's going to be ready or not for the big boys, but you need depth at linebacker. You're going to need at least 4 linebackers that's solid. So it's good that we got this guy in. Good we got Weston is good. It's still confident in Bentley and Trevor Wood. But I'm going to say, if one of them don't pan out, you're going to need another one because you're going to need at least good 4 linebackers. Injuries happen, stuff happen. Any news about any other player leaving? I'm worried about why. I don't know why you'd be worried about Mario Miller. Mario Miller, his life is in his hands. He would be dumb to go start over somewhere else and risk. The ball is in his court to lead this team. Mario Miller, the ball is in his hands. We're getting the 5-star cornerback transfer from Auburn. Yes, the Hood brother. Hood, they say he pretty good. He's like 5'9". They say he come from the SEC. He got some game experience. He got a little brother that's a 3-star running back that was gonna walk on to Georgia. So that'll be another running back. Since we here, speaking of running backs, Lopez is coming. He's a decent sized guy. We're gonna see what he can do. We got some young linebackers coming in, which is good. We got another young linebacker coming 2025, out of Georgia, inside linebacker, and he's a thumper. I don't know what he can do in coverage, but this is the future is looking good because I don't know if you all really pay attention to the roster. Most of the guys who are here, if you really look at it, a lot of these guys, it's not like last year where a lot of guys were leaving. Now, I don't know how that portal gonna work, but a lot of these guys are sophomores and juniors. So a lot of these guys we're seeing can come back next year. They got at least 2 years left. So they're doing a good job of getting people in the system this year. And then they starting to build on their class of 25. They starting to build on that. Got some good looks. The IMG funnel is working. You know, that pipeline is working from the coaches and players that we got there. So you're getting quality players who feel like CU is the place. Everything is in their hands. Everything is in their hands. I don't know why you would say that you worried about Amari Miller. Unless you got insight, what reason would he have the lead? He's getting the ball. He's going to be the go-to receiver this year. And Will Shepard, if anybody got to come and prove something, if he do, great. But Amari Miller's already proven. So what he got to do? I'm going to say that 11-1. You're right, Greg. A lot of them will be back. I'm glad we had it because I had 10-2 as the floor. So I feel like, a lot of these guys, they looking good. Now, let's talk about the good, bad, and ugly from yesterday. I hope y'all have y'all list. Let's start with the ugly. You see anything in the ugly, put it in the chat. And make sure y'all run them lights. So everybody say run them lights up. Everybody here, go and hit that like button. Let's bump up this algorithm. I've been real just chill with this thing, but it's time to ump this thing up because the season is coming and we're going to be ready. We're going to take it by storm. So the ugly, that Colorado weather has been tough on the team. It snowed last year, but the people was so excited they came on. This year, I don't blame them. The weather was looking bad. A lot of stuff moved and canceled. They knew it was going to rain. They didn't even know if it was going to be anything good going on. But they pushed through it. Then the owl got up out of there. It was wet. They didn't want nobody to go get hurt. So that weather kind of hurt. You say JB sent Charlie O to the hospital. I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about no hospital. Charlie's out for a couple weeks. What do we have here? I feel about Isaiah Hardeman. I think he might be in a new position, but the room to get deep. I mean, he's showing himself as a utility guy. If anybody should hit that portal, he should. Just like Staub should have hit the portal. Yeah, Shadoza was hurt. A lot of the guys that was borderline, they didn't make them play. Just the emergency room. I don't know. Is more details? When did it happen? Was that last week or what? Honestly, I've seen what I need to see with the O-line. Besides one sack, D-line looks great. Secondary looks great. I think they battled, man. He'll be back without surgery. Yeah, I mean, I know Charlie, we talking about, Charlie, they said he's going to be out for a couple weeks. That's what they said yesterday. Been getting hurt in spring games. Yeah, them spring games, one thing about football, it's not I don't know if you ever played in college. I'm going to say college. Anytime somebody go on a football field from the college level up, it's you're going to hurt something every day. I don't care if it's practice. I don't care if it's just a jam finger, a sprain, a stinger. There's something about it. You're gonna hurt something every day. It's just whether that's something that's gonna stop you from playing. You're gonna, like that coach said, you're gonna play hurt every day. You're gonna play hurt the whole season. I mean, you never gonna just feel good. Something gonna hurt. And that's why I say we need depth to keep the injury as less as possible, and people don't have to come back and play through extreme injury. They have time to recover. They said we need a QB2. Is that an ugly? Because I mean, I don't have much uglies, but let's say bad. Let's go for the bad. I would say that the QB play, we haven't definitely solidified a QB2, and that's bad. That is bad to me because we saw what happened last year. And if Shador, for whatever reason, we don't need nobody to come in just dragging through the season. Just we got all these weapons and nobody can show for it. We just have to be a running game. We got too many good receivers not to have nobody get the ball. And it was an extreme difference between Shador and the rest of them. I mean, he dropping balls in and they couldn't complete a pass. I would say that Wade probably looked better than the other ones. Yeah, Dion, they did a little tackling, but he didn't let them really tackle. He don't really tackle at practice. And I think sometimes that backfire on them when they get in the game and don't know how to take nobody down because they don't take down at practice. Yeah, you're not 100% during the season. Don't worry about it. He's not going to. Of course, why would he? That'll be dumb. He's in position. Yeah, I thought that might so. Wade might be the one of the better ones. I mean, far as moving the ball. A nice option to throw out to the backfield. I think Hodge, like I said, Hodge kind of looked to me, he kind of looked like Dawson did last year. Hodge has shown himself to be a utility player. You got to think about it. This guy came in as a receiver, moved the cornerback, played both sides. He was the only one with the blue jersey. You remember Travis? Who's the blue jersey? It was Hodge and Travis had on the blue jerseys last year. Now he come back and play running back. He's advertised himself to the point where if anybody need to hit the port, it's him. If he want to be the man, he's not going to be the man at Colorado. He's elevated his stock the same way. Like I said, I felt that Staub elevated his stock last year, and he stayed back. So now he's gonna have to reprove himself, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to do it because he didn't look like the Staub of Utah everybody was so excited about yesterday. Can't wait until all the transfers come in. And it looks like I think the other line is going to commit today. I'm telling you, I already said this now. You finna amp this thing up. If they get this linebacker, it's a wrap. They get both of them linebackers. It ain't in a debate about. That linebacker room is gonna be. We ain't gonna talk about linebackers no more. If both of them linebackers commit, they just gave Colorado, because I already said they get both of them running backs and both of these linebackers. I said they just gave Colorado the Big 12 conference. Greg said it. Go ahead and snapshot it. Go ahead and snapshot it. Go ahead and get your shot, screenshot it. I said it. They get both of them linebackers, and they already got both of the running backs. They ain't nobody finna beat Colorado, because the only way you're gonna beat these boys is they only can throw the ball, and you gotta outthrow them. Which they don't have the Pac-12 quarterbacks from last year, so they're not gonna be able to outthrow Shador most teams. Last year, half of the teams can go toe to toe with Shador. You had Ward, you had Penix. They didn't play him. You had Bo Nix. You had the QBs were exceptional. Even the no-name QBs, like boy came out of Arizona. So Big 12 got to prove me something, but they're gonna have to outscore Shador. And I don't see you outscoring him with a running game, because when he puts you away, he's gonna put you away with that running game. Them big boys, they don't need a lot of blocking. If you look at the film from Amos, his line sucked, and he ran over about 1,400 yards. And his line was not good. He was breaking 2-3 tackles every play. The dude like a grown man out there. So you halfway block from him, linebacker gonna have a problem with him. And that's why I like him going against our linebackers, because he gonna get our linebackers ready for a bruising running game. Because that boy is a bruiser. He's a grown man. I mean, he my size. He my size playing running back. And I know if I was at running back at that age, at that size, I wasn't 230 when I was in college. So that's a big guy. He's 6'2", 230. That's a grown man. So the running game is going to be a problem. And they don't have the nerve for the coach to put both of them in the backfield split. Oh my goodness! And we got more linemen coming. So we at the bad. So I guess we starting to get into the good. I feel like I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I feel like, let me see. They don't want to compete. His team not tackling, so they don't want to compete. I don't know, man. I just think they lost so many players. They was tackling out there though, but I do think that they didn't tackle during the summer just to get used to taking the guy down. Because if they don't take the guy down, I think that's what hurt them last year. They good at making contact, but they wasn't good at finishing the tackle. And I've been in that situation, and I know that they got to get good at taking people down. You got to practice tackling, and you don't never get to practice tackling live. And then you get in the game, it's awkward, and that's when you see a lot of missed tackles. But they were tackling them. D linemen was tackling. They was tackling. They tackled more yesterday than they had all spring. I just don't think they want to come up with no big hit on nobody, on their own teammate. I think the scheme played a big part in linebackers play last year. Seeing that this spring made me see that they got everything we need. No, you're right. But you know what the biggest scheme is? Who was big as Barnes? Y'all know how big Barnes is? Did y'all see him when they went and got those what was it, Whataburger or whatever that In-N-Out burger? When he went outside looking like a tree. Like when they were looking at him, his arm looked like it was this big. I didn't know where his arm began or ended. You got somebody like that in the middle that's gonna take 3 blocks. Your running game ain't finna be running up the middle. That's a huge dude. That man is like 6'5", 6'6", 330, 340, man. Huge. We didn't have nobody nowhere near that size on the D-line last year. And Shadoze didn't even play yesterday. So think about how good we look without Shadoze. That's a testament to the depth, because that's going to happen in the season. One of them boys ain't going to be able to play, and our defensive line need to keep playing, keep moving like they weren't even there or when they weren't even missing. When our D-line can look like that without our top linemen, and we got a couple more top linemen possibly coming, our defense is going to be scary, because when players get hurt, we can let them heal, or they ain't 100%. We got somebody else go in, and our defense don't miss a beat. That's why I said all we need was the linebackers, and we know we're getting a good cornerback. I'm pretty sure Hood is going to commit. They ain't coming at this time to not commit, right? So I mean, Colorado's stat, and they still got about 10 scholarships left. If not 12, 13. They getting what they want, man. They getting what they want. And these young players, they're not one and doneers, most of them. I think Amos coming in as a one and doner. But look how that running back room is stacked. Hayden got more than 1 year left. Is it Hayden? I think it's Hayden. Hayden from Ohio State. Then you have Amos. He got 1 year. Hayden got a couple years. Then you look at the fact that we know that Welch he's a freshman. Charlie probably got a couple more years left. So you got to look at that running back room is going to be here. And they keep recruiting. We're not going to have to replenish these guys unless that Porter just get wild. And that Porter can get wild. But if they use these guys right, what we in the Porter for? But going back to Barnes, everybody giving Benson a hard time for calling out Barnes. Barnes was coming off the edge, y'all. Barnes was coming off the edge. Barnes is not an edge rusher. He's not going to go against somebody that big coming off the edge and that strong. That's a suicide mission. Show me anybody. Matter of fact, Barnes take 3 men to block him in the middle. He plays the same position as Shadoze. So he's nose guard. Yep, that's true. He played. Yeah, Taylor. I don't know. I don't know Taylor. Hard did well. I'm just catching up for this doggone chat get too far away from me, so they can get ready for next year. Yeah, Hard can do what he wants at this point. They wants to go against each other sometimes too. But I mean, he want twos to have a chance. That makes sense. If I'm on the second team and I go against the first team, they give me a chance to prove if I can play on the first team. That's smart. That's not dumb. That's not to do with him not want to compete. That has to do with I want the guys on second team who feel like, and a lot of these guys on the second team aren't going to be on the first team. If you got Wester on the second team, and you got Bentley and Trevor Woods on the first team, surely we know that Wester is the first team guy. So I love to see Wester on the second team going against the first team because he get to prove he is what he is. And they got him and Jeremiah Brown. They might mess around and be your starting linebackers one day this season, depending on injury or whatever. I wouldn't mind seeing Jeremiah Brown and West out there together. I think they play good together. I think they play just as good as Trevor Woods play with Bentley. Matter of fact, if I had to choose, I would choose Wester and Jeremiah Brown. Greg said it. No hate. I like the passion Jeremiah Brown brings. He's not small, and Wester, you know what he do. T. Woods is just a utility backer, man. He's gonna be good probably in the red zone. Or he good at them little jump ball passes over the middle. He can pick it off. He good in coverage. He's a safety. So he has a place on his defense. But you can't compare him to a real linebacker. He just needs to be a schematic guy. We already have one of those linebackers. Yes, sir. We're looking for the second one. Big 12 champs. There we go. Who are the other two linebackers? Hill Green is one. I'm forgetting the other guy named from Tennessee. But we waiting for him. Go back to safety. Y'all got to remember, we got a positionless offense coming. Don't think that peanut butter and jelly offense you saw yesterday was the real thing. We're going to have guys in position. You don't know what position they are because they play 2-3 positions. So when they line up, they ain't going to know who blitzing, who dropping, who nothing because they can line up at linebacker and really be a safety who used to be a corner. So he in the right place. Caleb Williams. I don't know what that was about. I missed that. Yeah, both running backs. Hey, man, we got depth in that running back room. Ain't nobody little bitty boys either. And if we want to get some fast guys out there, man, please, that's a joke. We have 5 more commits coming and more because got a lot of spots to fill. Yeah, Peter. He help his algorithm, Peter. I hope you hit the like button. Floor was 9-3. I said the floor was 10-2. I keep it there. It's tough, especially on open field. Yeah, I think they're working on it at practice though, but they definitely got to work on I don't know, Walker. I don't know. Walker might need to go out if they bring another center, but Tyler Johnson is possibly out. Bama didn't even use him. That doggone Barnes is huge. Bama don't use a lot of people. You know how many people go to NFL out there leave Bama? Where you think Kamari came from? The super duper running back out of the Saints. He left to go to, where did he go? Did he go to Tennessee? Kamara was there. I remember Kamara from high school. I remember we went to Bama when he was at Norcross High School. The boy was at Animal High School. Him and another running back, and they had the big tight end. And they was tough. Norcross was tough. I remember Kamara. I don't remember a lot of players, but I remember him. And he went to Alabama, and I don't remember him leaving. I used to look for him. He left after like a year. Alabama got so many players they play over, and Barnes is one of them. Barnes is huge. And he playing like he's huge, and he only going to get better. I just want to keep him fresh and don't overdo him because he good for a couple plays. Get him out. Don't overdo him. Don't let him get up there and get rolled up. We got enough big boys to get in there. We got McNeil to get in there. We got Shadozy to get in there. We got Carter. We got plenty. And I think we added another one. Brule, something like that. Tackle. And we might get another one. Boy, them boys, to keep them boys fresh, y'all ain't finna tell me they ain't finna beat some people down. Because it's going to take 3 guys. That's what I was saying. It take 3 guys to block Barnes. It take the doggone both guards in the center to keep Barnes from tearing that middle up. So y'all give him a hard time. Y'all give Benson a hard time. Show me anybody else to go one-on-one against the big old Barnes coming off the edge full speed. You know how much weight that is coming down here at you, and you got to stay in front of it. Anybody that can stay in front of Barnes by themselves, y'all gonna see what Barnes gonna do this year. That's what y'all see. Y'all looking at, oh, they going against this line. Y'all gonna see what Barnes gonna do to North Dakota. He gonna eat North Dakota alive. He gonna eat Nebraska alive. He gonna eat Colorado State. He gonna eat the Big 12 alive. He is an SEC size skill D lineman. Then he over there with Warren Sapp. Y'all, I know a lot of people ain't played no football. North Dakota don't have a chance, man. They shaking in their boots. They know better. And anybody who said that don't know better. Yeah. That right there. I'm gonna see. I want you to show up, Peter, because you're gonna get put to shame this year now. I'm just letting you know right now. Because y'all clearly just internet people. Y'all don't know football. You got a guy like Barnes. And that's not a problem at all. That's a standard for a big guy in the middle. He got 3 plays. He only needs 3 plays. It ought to be 3 downs for they punt. That's why we got Shadoze. If we put Barnes in there, can you imagine Barnes wearing somebody down? Then you bring Matt Neal in there, right behind him, or Carter right behind him. Big Barnes wear you down. And these guys are interchangeable. They just not nose guards. You put them out down on a traditional 3. You got them out there in the tackle, and you let them wear each other down, and you switch them around, and you let them ball wear that line down. And then you think they're going to come and block Matt Neal after that? He come in like a bullet. He don't supposed to play no more than 2-3 downs. That's why you rotate your guys. That's why you got to have depth. Because if you don't have depth, then let's say that man tired and he in there half button around, somebody come across his knee and take his knee out because he's tired, he's not focused, he's not sturdy. So you want your guys to be in there because you want your guys fresh so they can protect themselves. And so they will have less chance of injury, so they be more effective. This ain't last year. We don't need nobody to play all 3 downs and then they go on a long drive and they got to stay in the game. That's ridiculous. They get a first down, put a fresh set of legs in there. Absolutely run them lights up. We got 100 and some people in here. Go ahead and hit them likes. It should be over 100 likes. It should be over 100 likes. We got over 100 people in here. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. What are you talking about, man? Without running the ball. Come on, man. You're going to be a good troll. You got to be a good one. Who said they weren't running the ball? We just spent the whole first part of this conversation talking about how deep our running back room is. What you mean without running the ball? We just talked about 2 running backs. We talked about the running back from Ohio State. We talked about Amos. We got Welch. We got depth. Probably add one more. I know we got the freshman coming. We also know we got Sam McHale who can do kind of what Dylan did coming. We also know the Draylon Miller can do what Dylan did. He's a bigger size guy and he's fast. So we know we got those guys that can bring that speedy back out the backfield. That's why I say Harris don't have to stay. He showed himself. He might want to hit that point. If he gets some phone calls, he might want to jump because he's not going to be a major piece because his size. We got guys who can do what he did coming, and they're bigger. We got some guys coming. Trust me. So, exactly, man. Help the man out. Why would they? You said, I promise you, they going to run the ball. I mean, because why would they bring in a big bat from Ohio State and a bigger bat from Ohio? Or not Miami, Ohio. Why would they do that? They just got all these running backs for fun. That's just common sense. Core of the team, Shador, Travis were there last year. You just said the core of the team. What that mean? There's 2 people. They lost top 4 running backs. I don't know what you're talking about. That don't make no sense what he's saying. Tay looks like he don't hit the portal. He better. If you know what's better for him, he better hit that portal because he just put himself at the bottom of the depth list. We still have our edge rushers coming. That's right. We got Swain coming. David Swain coming. Top guy of Michigan, young guy. He ready. He excited about coming. Top running backs lead because they're not running the ball, and top running backs come because they are. He's stuck on last year. He's been on. I've been on teams that won 3 games, and this year, absolutely, this is clearly annoying about football because I've done the same. Because all it takes is switching mentality. And those guys who've been there is exactly who need to be there because they know what it's like to lose, and they know what it takes to lose. And they tell you we ain't gonna do that, and that's exactly how you win. We got to get what we need. Coach knows what they need. The good thing about what they need is far and few in between now. That's the thing about what we need now. What's going on? What we need right now. They want to showcase. They do it every day at practice. What they need right now is just plug in pieces. And the problem is they couldn't see the pieces last year because it was so many things that their whole team left right before and right after the portal during the spring. So they wasn't plugging in for pieces. They was literally filling in whole positions, right? So this year they have the opportunity to fill in pieces. They're going to be shut this season. Bar injuries, never lost to the portal. I see 12-0. They definitely pull 12-0. It really depends on what the other teams look like, and it really depends on putting it all together. They got the pieces. It's definitely a new day, by far. Let's come in our running back room better than what we had. They definitely better. I mean, they experience. We got a 4-year running back coming in, and they're bigger. Well, you're not gonna see 1-versus-1s, not in the spring game. Yeah, he gonna have to hit that portal. He just gonna change his position. Just tell him to go to tight end. Go put some weight on. Go become a tight end because quarterback ain't gonna be it for him. I don't care what school he go to. He can keep lying himself. Eventually, he's going to have to go to quarterback to another position. If he's not a quarterback, let that man go be a tight end. It ain't no scheme. Run the ball. It ain't no scheme. It's a pro style offense. What do you mean scheme? Oh yeah, it's gonna get exotic. It's gonna get exotic. Okay, I guess Ohio State is a lower level school. I didn't know Ohio State was a lower level school. Wade looked better. I mean, yeah, he did. It's not looking good because everybody talking about Taylor really bad, so it's not looking too good for him. We have a vision of when you hate. Yeah. Amos was not playing top competition. You're right. He was running over everybody. He was a grown man. Hey, that's what TCU did. Now they ran up on Georgia, but TCU made a run off of this portal. As a matter of fact, they say Washington. Everybody who's been going to the playoff the last few years made a run off the portal. It's the portal who takes the teams from an average team to a great team in this day and time. That's what's going on. It's the portal, man. Everybody is talking about walk and go. Of course, Staub didn't look good. We're gonna cut down on a lot of stats by that running back room. Trust me. You can't pile up in there. Matter of fact, you better pile up in there the way Amos was running. I don't know what Quincy Williams was. Yep, that's right. He went to Tennessee. And man, he took off. Carter's in that number 90. He was in there doing his thing. Yeah, it's that second team Peter don't like who was going against the first team. He said where he was at. He was on that second team going against the first team. You just got to remember their number. Yeah, North Dakota don't have a chance. I don't even want to play with that. We're going to look over them. They're going to beat them to sleep. Because I'm talking about that they ain't going to be able to block Barnes and Shadows. It's not going to be able to do it. I don't care what their line look like at their level. They're not going to stop Barnes. It's very few people going to be able to stop Barnes. You better have an elite line to stop Barnes, especially if he's fresh and you keep him rotated. Yeah, West looking like number one. He been looking like number one. Bowl game ain't hit on nothing because the top teams gonna all be in the playoffs. So the bowl game, who you gonna play? Because you got how many 12 teams in the playoff. So I mean the bowl game gonna be just scrubs. Everybody else gonna be in the playoff. So the bowl game is the playoff. Bowl game ain't nothing when you playing against nothing. Because nobody gonna respect the bowl game because everybody gonna be looking at the playoff. Jimmy Horn's gonna do what he do. Yeah, I mean he gonna do what he do last year. Yeah, for sure. Uh you have to have a D-line rotation. That's what they do. And I think they still working on that. I mean, for sure. They still working on that because I know it's probably 2-3 more D linemen that could come. So, like I said, they just plug in because they got like 10 plus scholarships left. So they really can do, they can really do okay, Amos got 2 years. I thought they said this is last year unless they're gonna give him a 5th year. What was that? Is that Coach Dre? Is that Andre? Is that Coach Dre? Uh exactly. Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at here? I can't catch up with this chat. Got a fresh set of line and on the D line. If they keep that D line fresh, yeah. I like the trolls, man. I like this troll because man, it is one for people like the troll. Man, he keeping this thing lit. He keeping everybody on their toes and keeping this algorithm going. And while we at it, make sure we hit these like buttons and keep commenting. And trolls are welcome in my group because I be missing them when the season gets started. Last year when we took off, I missed the trolls. It was sound like an echo chamber. It was like hello, 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 hello. It was horrible. And then we started losing. And then trolls came back, and it's fun. It's a lot funner when the trolls are here. Because when we go running through everybody, we're gonna miss these trolls because they're gonna disappear. Yeah. And it's one thing to wear down the line because they sorry wear down the line because you better than them. But it's a whole other thing when you wear down the line because you just a massive uh football beast. You just tearing up the center. You don't know where he delusional by the third quarter because you got that big wildebeest over him at nose guard. Every time he think he gonna get a breath, he be like, "Oh, Shadoze out the game. Here come doggone Barnes. Oh Lord, I don't know. Pick his poison. He don't know what he gonna do. He don't know if he want to block Shadoze or Barnes. And then you bring Carter in there. Then you bring him in there, and he's like, he got a different flavor. That's a hard. Y'all realize how hard of a game you got to be to have to block Shadoze and Barnes the whole game. You gonna need an ice bath at the end of that game. Yeah. Yeah, because clearly Coach Prime never ran the ball at Jackson State. They only threw it. He wanted to run the ball, and clearly they had Savion over 1,000 yards, and he really didn't play like the first 2 games. He could have actually led the SWAT if he had played from the beginning. So I don't know how that happened. And he had 2-3 running backs running, and one of them got hurt. But clearly Peter wasn't there. I seriously doubt he cared about HBCU. Sherman said the running backs had to do 3 things. Oh, well, these running backs coming out, they're gonna be pass protectors. Dion pushing. What you know about Dion doing, man? Where you been at? You talking about what Dion doing? He run. Y'all too grown to be talking so ignorant. How you know what he pushing? How you know what he pushing? If he say that the line can't block, does that mean he pushing the pass game? Or that just him saying we ain't gonna waste our downs? I mean, you can agree or not agree, but that don't mean pushing the pass game. That means he's doing what they did best. That's what they could do best. That's how they won. They won the game on Shador and Brady mode. They didn't win the game off running the ball. The games that we did win. When they beat TCU, it wasn't a running game. Even Dylan's touchdowns was passes out the backfield. So they just gotta adjust to their strength, and everybody else can shut their mouth. They got to do what fits their team and what works best. But I guarantee you ain't get no 230-pound running back for him to play paper, scissors, rock on the sideline. Yeah, they can go deep. They can do it. They can keep themselves smart and injury free. I don't see why they couldn't. I don't see why they don't win the conference at this point. I hope so. I hope they're looking for, but they got to think about who want to come in the portal and be a backup. This ain't like NFL. This ain't like NFL because anybody in college still trying to go to the league if they, he's not going to get no guy to know he's going to sit behind Shador unless he get hurt. The best thing you can do is have a talented young quarterback behind him that's ready to step in. And they thought they would be stopped, but I don't think so. Colorado was shot. Yeah, I think I've seen this already. They already know CU can kill you in the air, but the moves they're making in additions, O-line, and too big of bats. Yeah, I think they're scared now. Swain. Swain's been all spring. 91. Okay. Backup QB and more depth. There's been too much bad news lately. Yeah. I mean, this news stuff is old because that Porter finna close up. That Porter caused all this, man. Please stop going off of what we saw yesterday in the running game because we didn't have the guys. Anybody who think that was the running game last year, they bozo. Because everybody know if you actually follow CU, you know that he didn't play his two running backs because they were hurt, and we know we lost three. So we knew before the game that it wasn't gonna be no running game. The fact that Hart stepped in there to highlight himself, more power to him. Like I said, I hope he leverage it because he took his time. See, everybody else ran. He took his time to use this spring game to spotlight himself, and hopefully it work out for him. If he stay great, but if he leave, I wouldn't be mad at him. I told Staub to leave while he can. Now Staub back to regular old Staub. Ain't nothing special. He should have left while he was on his high horse. Change them. They won't change them. What sense that make? Running game won't change them. You got a 230-pound running back with over 1,400 yards last year, but that won't change. As long as it's Deion Sanders, they will always move the goalpost. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna tell you what the new goalpost gonna be. Y'all get your notes. Go ahead and record this. This is what's gonna happen. People like Peter. This was about to happen. They about to whoop everybody, just like they did at Jackson State. And everybody gonna blame it on the portal. They're gonna say he can't really coach. All he know how to do is get players out the portal. He ain't proved he can coach nobody yet. He just went and took everybody out the portal and built a whole new team. And if it weren't for the portal, Deion wouldn't be nothing. All he do is know how to get better players than everybody. He don't really know how to coach. Because last year they lost because he couldn't coach. The only reason they won this year because he went and got them big running backs and he went and got this and that, and it wasn't his coaching. Watch. The goalpost gonna move to he had advantage because he had all the celebrities there to take all these players and watch. It almost was like that at JSU. JSU, they just was too talented for anybody they played against because they're recruiting. Let's see. Somebody said something about a tight end. Walter need to be absolutely, man. There's no way you ain't found no quarterback his size. The closest thing you seen is Cam Newton. They actually have a rule. Once you get like over 6'5", at like quarterback, they say it's like it actually decreases your ability to succeed. You think you want to have these big quarterbacks, but how many? It's a lot of tall people in the world. How many have you seen them successfully transition to quarterback? You've seen a lot of them turn. You ain't even seen a lot of huge receivers. Like it's like skill set start to go down once you get to a certain size. So when you look at it, the only people who really big in the NFL is people who play on the line and then tight end. You ain't seeing a lot of huge. Name a 6'7" quarterback. He will be the first. He can go and be a tight end. He lean. Like you say, he can put on 25 pounds, 25, 30 pounds. He young. And he can get drafted, man. He's not gonna get drafted as a quarterback. And the fact that he's at Colorado, who needs tight ends, you would think that he would have been the first one to say, you know what, let me go ahead and jump over here tight end before y'all go recruit somebody, and I can take the shot. The only thing he got to put on some weight. I didn't realize he was that small, but if he can put on another, like I said, 25, 30 pounds, he got a shot because he's athletic. He got hands. He playing quarterback. He got knowledge. He can move. He dominate at tight end. He's not going to be a dominant quarterback. He's already shown that. Yep, they're still trying to get that Michigan D tackle. Like I said, we get him, it's a problem. There's no way this guy can still be talking. You didn't have to start at Ohio State. He played, and he showed what he can do when he played. Like you can tell these non-football people for how you judging based off of some doggone stats and depth charts. Kamari didn't play at Alabama, but he went to Tennessee, and then he's a top running back in the NFL since he's been there. What that? You sound ridiculous, man. You sound like you know nothing about football. Because somebody's on the bench, that don't mean they're not good. That means that where they were at, they wasn't getting the reps because maybe they was behind a senior or a top running back and they left. But he actually played. It's not like we went and got somebody off a practice squad. Should have said he and MC will be working together all summer in alignment as well. Absolutely. Because, you got to look at it. This little small window of time they had to get ready for this. Now they're going to get the rest of, May, June, and July into August. So they're actually going to have more time to get together. And away from the coaches, of course, they can work together on what they want to do and what they need to do. Hopefully, all eating good, hitting the weight room. Now, I did have another good, guys. Y'all notice that Feely kicked the ball in the end zone? Wasn't that good? We need to go get a kicker to kick it. We shouldn't have to get no kicker to kick it in the end zone. Doggone, we got people on scholarship. He ain't trying to leave. He already on left where he was at. Feely kicked that ball in the end zone. He wasn't trying to, he wasn't going to get hit nobody anyway. But we know Feely can kick. And, of course, Mata's Mata. He got his kits in. Webster, he was as advertised. People say Webster was the guy. Webster has been both of them as advertised, right? Shane Coates has been developing. He ain't got to be on in the inside. He can go be what he need to be out there. Get out there. Yeah, I figured that was Coach Dre. Amos still have 2 years. Hey, the more the better. The first few games gonna be blowout. Yeah, I figure Coach Dre, he got a government name on here. Appreciate you coming through. Government name. D-line look legit. I think they both look legit. I think the D-line got, the best of the O-line. It wasn't one-sided at all. That's the beauty about it. We know that D-line tough. I know Shadoza went out there, but we know that D-line tough. So the fact that O-line was holding up against people like Barnes and McNeil, we expect them to make a play. We don't want our D-line to be sorry. So the fact that they was able to make plays, but we also know that these guys was, doing their thing. So I like it. I like competition. Appreciate East Coast Kel. Peter really is a fan. He got to be because he always here and he keep our algorithm going. We appreciate him. He's a secret man crush on Prime. Oh, Lord. Come on, man. He too old. It's like, hey, Arnold and held a relationship. One thing about him, Peter gonna be here. Peter gonna be here. He gonna be here bright and early, and everybody. And sometimes I see Peter on other channels, and I say, "Oh, there go Peter." So Peter is a true fan because everybody don't know he like old. You got old school. Everybody know old school, right? And then you got Peter. Peter is coming on a legendary status because Peter makes a visit to everybody who do content on the Coach Prime in Colorado. So he's making a name for himself. So we appreciate Peter for being here. Everybody shout out Peter. I think sometimes people just need a little love in life and acknowledgement. We appreciate Peter for being here. Let's see. I'm pitching these things. I don't like. Yeah. You gotta like it, man. Coach Prime bring a lot of excitement to people's life. Super fans. Yeah. We definitely super fans because we got a super team this year. Purposely called last year's offense because he got good. Come on, man. That man been coaching too long. And he ain't been to the NFL and all these levels if he sucked. It don't matter what you think he won a Super Bowl, whatever you think. The fact that he's there, he know what he's doing. And people need to quit disrespecting these guys' experience. You can quit disrespecting the fact you got 2 gold jackets on this team. You're going to quit disrespecting their knowledge. They got more knowledge in their pinky toe than you got in your whole brain and your whole family put together. They quit playing with these people. These people, it's like Michael Jordan coaching team. You know, well, that's Michael Jordan. He got more knowledge and more experience that he can share than your whole staff put together. Quit playing. Yeah, I think Seaton just got to get stronger in his upper body. That's all I want to see him do. This. He need to live on the bench. He need to bench like every other day and keep flexibility. And if he gets stronger in his upper body, I think he'd be good because he's big dude. Yeah, I think Benson too. I think him and Benson need to get with coaches, strength coaches, and they just need to get stronger. And you can get. Come on, man. You talking about the season is what, 4 months away? May, June. I mean, they can hit that bench, man. They can get real strong in 4 months. They need to get in that weight room. They got them little arms. They need to get in the weight room. They big guys. Their legs can hold up, but it's like when they like while Benson was struggling, it was hard to get him big Barnes off of him because Barnes is top heavy. So you don't, your punch is not effective unless you really get in that weight room. So I want them boys to get in that weight room. Like they need to run and all that, but they need to be in that weight room. That thing don't got away from me again. He may have been a little nervous, but I mean, he went out there getting torched like he ain't out there getting torched like what my guy last year, Tank. He ain't out there getting torched like Tank. Thanks for telling us about last year. We appreciate it. Last year. These guys are silly. Come on, last year. Let me see. I'm catching up on these comments here. Because y'all done pulled away. I thought I had caught up. Yeah, Mata can kick 50-yard field goal. I guess that's limited. I'm glad he know all the players. When I don't know the players, I'm gonna make sure I ask him. But I think I know Mata. I think Colorado will shock a lot of people. Made the playoff. Absolutely, it's possible. Yeah, everybody know who he is. Everybody know who he is. So what's the real reason? What's y'all reason why this current hasn't even played together in 1 year? What are your real? What are y'all football reason? I mean, we just talked about portal teams. The last few years, portal teams have made it deep in playoff. You don't have a team that play together. It's unheard of. You just not see all these people hit the portal. Do you not see how they open the floodgates? You don't have teams that's going to have guys play together for all 4 years anymore. Even if the guy play all 4 years, he's going to transfer his senior year to a better program. Like this portal thing has killed the whole thing. In the NFL, it's no guarantee you're going to play on the same team every year. It's no guarantee you're going to play with the same team you start the season off with. So these ain't little babies. Like you have to be able to adjust to play with different people because that's part of what you're doing. That's part of sports. People come and go. Coaches come and go. You know, that's not nothing abnormal. That's funny. I ain't put that up there. Is he? I don't know. I don't know about this tight end. Is he in the portal? Uh, I don't know. I don't know about one Sapman on the bench. Maybe his first few years. Big dude. He looked like he was 6'9". They had a lot of guys. They had a lot of high school guys, but they had a lot of guys who was. They had a lot of guys who were in, and I wonder. I don't know. You got to keep an eye how many people gonna jump in the portal over the weekend too, because the spring. This last week really, and spring games are over with. Everybody's spring games over with. So I don't know what quality is gonna be in there, but I think people can hit that portal if they know somebody gonna pick them up. Outside of that, I think it's dangerous because you can get caught in that portal and you ain't got that time. It's one thing to jump in that portal in the beginning and have time to go on visits and talk to people. Jumping that portal the last few days, unless you know where you're going, that's dangerous. That's suicide. Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of they was desperate people, man. Yeah, I think North Dakota State will be a battle for the first 5 minutes of the game. First 5 minutes. And then all that weight that's gonna weigh down on them, that running game. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna be a battle for about 5 minutes, including timeouts. Said 90% of last year's team is still there. They got some huge pieces, man. And it's exactly what he told y'all he gonna get them at. Just look at what the significant players come. Barnes transfer, Carter transfer, Shadozi transfer. Pretty much that whole D line is transfer outside of McNeil and McCoy. A lot of them else don't. I think Arden Walker may be still here. So the trolls, not only helping the recruiter, they helping this channel. So appreciate the trolls. I hope they hit that like button. Yeah, I mean, hey man, if you want to joke about the man toe, he got to live too. He don't know what his toe's gonna be like in having more 5, 10 years. One thing about it, we ain't got to beg people to be have empathy on people because you live long enough. Don't think you ain't gonna need somebody empathy. You might have to. Somebody have to happen to you too. Yeah, Weaver, free agent. Leonard Payne, free agent. Yeah. So shout out to those boys. Like I said, next year is gonna be the big year for Colorado. 7 to 10 guys getting drafted, and they're gonna have several other probably go free agent. People ask me, well, how do you say that? Come since Travis, Shador, and Charlo is three by themselves. So that's three drafted within the first few rounds. We know that. So how do you say seven? Then you got if Benson come out, he have good. He can come out. He can come out. Uh, Wester, he can come out. He can get in there. He have a good year. Hodge, he can come out. He have a good year. That's six right there. Jimmy Horn, that's seven. They have a good year. It's in their hands. It's in their hands, right? So that's seven right there. That ain't even everybody. So they can have at least seven come out, depending on how this year look. Amos can come out. These boys, their careers in their hands. Hey man, you turn to the kid, man. I'm just catching up here. Oh goodness. Go ahead and y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribed. We coming up on the end of this live. Y'all have any comments on what we missing? Anybody have any idea of what we missing? I don't think he was there to call anything new. He wasn't. And nobody called nothing new in spring game. Why would you show your stuff? Nobody gonna show their stuff in the spring game. Defense or offense. They just put in basic stuff. That's what everybody does in the spring game. They're not doing anything exotic. You don't give away your playbook in the spring game. And plus, all your people not even there. So you got to be basic. Why you think Hodge was able to go in there and jump in there? His had to be basic. If it was advanced playbook, how would Hodge be able to, in a week to go be a running back? The basic stuff. And I don't even think Hodge was on offense. I think Hodge, you look at the film, Hodge been on defense since last season, at least since halfway through last season. So the fact they moved him back to offense, he left offense like the first half of last year. And he went back to offense, so it had to be basic. Yeah, I know Pac-12 had 8 teams that was ranked out of the 12s and most of the year, including Colorado. Yeah. The block bully commands double, sometimes triple. It's depending on what they're trying to do. And they try to put them out, and I know Barnes do as well. So when you got two guys that can demand a double, triple team, all right, somebody blocking. Have no life, and also they have no life. And y'all didn't see nothing yet, cause they gonna have to act out. They gonna have to act out. It's an audio issue. I don't know if the internet shouldn't be going out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes the internet do little in and out stuff. I don't see anything on my end. Internet been all right today. Internet been all right today. It's been pretty good. Dylan Edwards gonna see him. Hey, oh, that's what I mean. When the haters come, you about to blow up. That's the sign. I didn't know that. When the haters show up, then they mean you about to blow up. That makes sense. That makes sense. They don't trap you down. You say anything come in from the portal, better not think it's sweet. I don't know where you're gonna go, where it's gonna be sweet, especially you going halfway through the off season. As I said, I don't know if the portal is necessarily the answer. If you go jump in the portal and you ain't guaranteed nothing unless you go to the Ruchi Coochie State, Division 3. Maybe that's like give you an automatic spot. Maybe Division 2 if you're coming from Power 5. But I don't know that's what you want to do. Yeah, that draft, I don't know, man. That draft was interesting. I didn't ever watch it, but I think one thing that hurt Xavier Weave, you got to think about it, he was hurt, he was injured, so that he didn't. The fact that he didn't get to be in the combine, even though he was there, that might have worked against him. Even he was already in like the 4th and 5th round then. So the fact that he was injured and he didn't get to really show what he can do at the combine, he had to have his own personal combine. I think his personal combine helped him to get on the team. But I think the fact that he got to be what every player want to be, and he didn't get to perform, I think that hurt his draft stock. The fact that he was injured and couldn't participate, he needed all of that. He probably would have got picked late 4th, 5th round if he had been able to participate. He was there, he just was hurt, and his injury it worked against him. Yeah. And like I say, I also know Leonard Payne. I don't remember anybody else, but I know Leonard Payne got surprisingly, a lot of people looked over him. He got picked up as well. We played how we played tournament. I don't think so. Cause I think they blow them away. Everybody just gonna move the goalposts. Well, that just did. Well, they only scored 40 points, and they took them, to get cranked up. And it's like everything they do is gonna be a problem from game to game. Because everybody gonna be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because last year did not help. Because they already don't believe in you, and the fact that you proved them right last year to a degree, yeah. Hodge need to go head on and hit that portal, man, while he hot. If somebody give him a call, he need to jump. Yeah. I'm gonna hit the rest of these comments, and we're gonna go ahead and end this thing. We have 3 people set to compete in NFL jobs. That's a good first year for Prime. Yeah. Weaver gonna do his thing. Just because he a free agent, don't he gonna go take somebody's spot. Weaver's quick and he got good hands. They can sleep on Weaver they want to. He can go and compete with anybody in the 1st and 2nd round. He can compete. He ain't no scrub. So yeah, we got a safety, 2025. We definitely got a Shepard, BJ Green, the guy from Pitt will get drafted. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mention my guy from Pitt. Yeah, he's strong, man. He pops out from the screen. He takes your tackle and put him in the lap of the quarterback off the edge, off the end. And Shepard proved what he can do. I mean, I ain't putting too much weight on Shepard until we see what he can do. But I think he has potential. And BJ Green, it depends on what he produced. So BJ, he was that this weekend. Newport era, man, is gonna just make everybody unpredictable. Nobody can say, "Oh, we got a good junior class, or we got a good freshman class," knowing that all them boys got 3-4 different opportunities before next season to jump in the portal. Nobody's safe, and you can't really be like, "Oh, I got this class, and we gonna be ranked because these people gonna be here." Like back in the day, they come as a freshman, you can predict what the future gonna look like because half your freshman class can jump in the portal now. And you can get a guy to come in the portal and then leave the next year. They can leave as many times they want. Like, what do we need more of? I always need more. Well, we lost so many linemen that we got to replenish them. Plus, we already needed 2 or 3 more. So I think they're gonna get 2 or 3 more linemen at this point. Because in linemen, they get hurt. They gets hurt. Yeah, 2 linemen, 2 D linemen, 1 more linebacker. That 1 linebacker might be on the way, and tight end, I'm pretty sure on the way. Um, Probably need 2, 3 more linemen because they need it. Like they gonna get hurt. You gotta think about it. When you playing 12 or 13 games, that's a lot of games of beating on each other. And like you said, they do get hurt. I would like to rotate them guys, and if they get any kind of injury, let them sit out. Don't because I'd rather you sit out and be ready when I need you than to you barely to make it. Like last year. Yep, Burrow. I mean, come on, man. People they act like they don't know what's going on. Come on, this ain't new. This is nothing new. Appreciate it. It's nothing new. You know, I'd rather guys be these guys be strategic about these guys. If they keep these guys fresh, we'll have them at the end of the season closer to fresh. Like if we had made it to a bowl game last year, we would have been screwed because Shador was hurt. Xavier Weaver was hurt. Like a lot of players was hurt. They barely made it. So we need these guys. They got little knickknacks. We need enough depth to let them heal. We don't need them to play through the injury and they get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then we do make it to the championship. We ain't got them. So that's why you need depth. You need to be smart. Yeah. Oh, they just created another, like I said, another robber out of Kansas State. About to be another robber game. Thanks to Dylan. Yeah. Thanks to Dylan. That game gonna be a lot of talk. He's gonna be there for a few years, so it ain't gonna just be this year. They definitely need 1 more linebacker, and I think they working on that. Definitely need at least 4. And I like the fact that Jeremiah Brown is emerging. Because they're another group that get hurt. And they're another group that you want to keep fresh. You don't want nobody out there huffing and puffing on a long drive and you ain't got nobody to relieve them. He don't been out there. They don't been battling out. You run into a battle, somebody running the ball, he tired. It's a long drive. It's a 12-minute drive. Man, get these guys out. I think he congrats. I think he got a congrats for real. The word is he got a congrats. He got a baby. That's what the congrats is. He had to get up back up there and play daddy. Now that's a rumor now, allegedly. But that sounds like I don't see Dylan just leaving Coach Prime like that. You say money, but it was a little deeper. So there's some other stuff going on with Dylan. But I appreciate y'all hitting this thing. I finally caught up with this thread here. I appreciate y'all coming through. I didn't even put my little sponsor up here. Yeah. But hopefully y'all like, share, and subscribe. And as always, you got our Tanglebot sponsor here. Make sure y'all check that out, scrolling at the bottom. Good for TV, live TV, good for movies, just everything. It's definitely good during football season to have these channels because they get really weird sometimes. Which Prime said we didn't. What we doing? I mean, we ain't seen that yet till we get these big boys in there. That's Dylan Home City plus his girlfriend go there. Yeah, and they rumor she pregnant. So hopefully that's a rumor. If not, hey. So maybe that's a rumor, maybe it's not. But like I said, I appreciate y'all coming through. Greg said it live. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Do like Peter and be here. Do like Peter and go get on all my videos and comment. I got so many videos. Probably got about 200 videos since like August. Pumping them out. I didn't even realize it. Make sure y'all go back and check out some of the older content. Got some stuff from last season. I was on point. It kind of went left a little bit, but I always give commentary on throughout the week on what news break, and then we always do this live here at the end of the week, like the day after the game. Let's have some other stuff going on, and got inspiration, motivation coming up later on today, and like I said, a few videos throughout the week. Make sure y'all check it out. Y'all go ahead and have a good rest of your weekend, rest of this Sunday, what's left of it. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.